That's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
We about to go get these rims. They're 22s. The rears are like 10 and a half, and the fronts are 9. So they should look pretty good. They just need tires, so I'm buying them without any tires, and I got a pretty good deal on them. And the guy had them on his S-Class, but his was like a 2012 one, I believe. So it should look different on mine. But let's go see what they look like.
A few moments later.
All right, we got the rims. We're back. I don't want to record at the guy's house, but this is what they're looking like back there. And there's one in the trunk. So there's 3 in the back seats and 1 in the trunk. And we still got plenty of space right here. So now we got to find some tires for them.
1 day later.
We found some tires. We just laid this shit up here. These are the 22s, pretty good condition. And now he's gotta try to fit it all in the car. You think it's gonna work? We got the rim in, and then we also got the tires back here. There's 3 tires back here, and then 1 in the trunk, and then the rim over there. The other tires back here.
A few moments later.
I was going to tire shop and I got pulled over for tint.
1 day later.
Alright, the bolts came in. There's this set right here. They're M14 by 1.5. Or no, sorry, they're 14 by 1.5. 33 millimeters long. And they're conical seat. So they're shaped like this. And then the black ones I used, they're also 14 by 1.5. However, they're 40 millimeters long. And also conical seat. So instead of like sphere like this, it's more shaped like a cone, which is what you're supposed to use for aftermarket rims. Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for the TPMS sensors to come in, and then we're gonna throw in the 265, 35, 22-inch tires on these rims. But yeah, those are the type of bolts you need. What do you guys think about these rims? I just came across them for sale. They're 20s, so they're not 22s like my other rims that I recently bought. So these probably won't crack if I hit a pothole and everything, but they're not as big as the 22s, but they're the same exact design, like very similar. They hang around here and they got the chrome all the way around. We got these rims instead, and they're very, very similar pattern or design to the 22-inch rims I recently bought that you guys just seen earlier. And they look pretty good. And since they're 20s, they're less prone to cracking on like potholes, and the sidewall is pretty fat on it too. So it's 245, 40, 20 instead of like a smaller sidewall that I'd have to run if I got the 22s, or if I kept the 22s. Got the jack, the new wheel, the 17 millimeter deep socket. Now it's time to take all these bolts out and install this rim on here. Rim is out. Let's put this one on there. It also came with all the hubcaps, or the center caps. I'm gonna keep the Mercedes ones. They also came with all the lug bolts. Look like they're cone seat. Should be good. Let's go ahead and lower it. Just gotta wait for that suspension to go a little bit more down. And then I gotta buy the lowering links and lower the car a little bit. But I think it'll look really good. But I flipped the car around. I just took off this tire. Now I'm gonna install the other rear one. Got all the bolts on there, and it barely clears the caliper. Smooth. I hope it doesn't move like once I put the car down, because look how much space there is. Like barely enough to fit a piece of paper. This is what the rims look like out in the sun. And then the offset, I'm not too sure about. But yeah, I was gonna put those 22s, but I only bought tires, or I bought 4 tires that said 265, 35, 22. And then I was worried they're gonna rub, so I wasn't even too sure. And then I found a good deal on these, just randomly. I was washing my mom's car, and then some guy offered to like restore her headlights, and then I was like, all right. We agreed on like 40 bucks. So as he was doing it, he was like, oh, also, I got some rims for sale. And then I was like, I'm not really interested right now because I just bought some 22s. But he showed me a picture and he said they came with tires. And I was like, all right, now you're talking, bro. And then he said he wanted like, I think he said he wanted 1,000. I was like, bro, what? And then he was like, but I'll take 800. And I was like, I'll let you know, bro. I'm like, I'm not spending $800 on rims. And then he was like, but I could really do 600. And then he came back up to 800. And then I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll think about it. And then I got his number and I texted him. And then I want to go check them out in person. So I went to go check them out. And I kind of liked them. I was willing to spend like 400 or 500. So I offered him like 300 when I got there. I was like, I like them, but I only got like 300. And then he was like, nah, man, I can't do it. And then I stayed there for a little bit longer. And then we agreed, or he wanted like, he said 500. And then I was like, I don't know, I'm at 400. And then he's like, all right, if you give me like 450, they're all yours. And then I thought about it. And then I was like, all right, screw it, why not? So I got these for 450 with the tires and everything. I just don't think they have TPMS sensors, which sucks. And it barely clears the rotor. Like, I mean, it doesn't rub or anything. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, there's space actually, never mind. But yeah, so it doesn't rub it. And I wanted to go to the 20s instead of 22s. They're less prone to cracking because I got like fatter tires on it, or they got fatter tires. So I don't really got to worry about that too much. So I'm gonna try to sell those, get my money back, and then sell the tires I bought for it too. But yeah, I got 5 of these rims. So there's a spare 2, matching rim. Just no tire. I was gonna buy a tire for that. We had 245, 40, 20 all around. And I think they're 8.5-inch rims, which kind of sucks because I can't go wider than a 255 in the back. I low-key wanted like a 285, so I can have some fat ass tires. It's the next day. I just came back from the post office. I returned the original lug nuts, or the new ones that I bought. But this is how the car is sitting. It looks so nice with the rims. I still can't believe this is my car, bro. Sheesh. And I also just ordered the lowering links. So the next video will be like installing them and like a tutorial on how to install them. So the car will sit a little bit lower than it is right now.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no.